Reset override. In all this confusion and orchestrated crisis, what if there was a way to stop it? What if we, the people, held it in our very existence to be able to thwart the seemingly evil plans that steam towards us, bulldozing the past and present with a view to then steamrolling it all together, followed by their vision of a reset? And while this is occurring, many seem caught in the headlights, caught on the hop, or have been dazzled into a trance of obliviousness. It's not only frustrating, it's adding to their own enslavement. I fully believe that if we don't pull this together, this is where society will split. Like in the films and stories where you have the outliers or outlanders, those who live outside the city or parameters of the new society, the thorn in the side of progress we are painted as, and now I realise why history is written as such. So we too would look back and scoff at the ones who stood in the way of the future, as we are meant to. But now we know. It's not meant to be our future. It never was. The time of hope and industry is over. We are entering the age of digital slavery, if it follows its present course. And on paper, it sounds like they have it all figured out. Various books and papers, seminars and meetings have been taking place for decades. They don't hide it. The New World Order, One World Government. They write how it will work, and how it will be achieved, like a set of instructions that a program or machine would work from. As if they believe just telling us how it is will make it happen. And maybe if they orchestrate a few disasters or issues, it will look like they have prophesied the future. There are many references going around on social media to the George Orwell book, 1984, and rightly so. I read it as a teenager, and the similar tones to their methods in all this did not escape me. But I have to consider that was part of the plan. It wasn't a prophecy, it was part of the predictive programming. Something that may seem an awful prospect will often be outright admonished and discarded, but the familiarity of the concept makes it slightly more palatable and comprehensible. That plants the seeds needed. And potentially, they did get ideas from those books which detailed a very ordered, controlled, and manipulated society. But just because you want to or can, doesn't mean you should. It is becoming increasingly obvious we are a commodity. They view us as a means to an end, and appear to be trying to achieve that end. We would do well at this point in the debacle to back away from those who are false leaders, do not fall for promises or threats, and start to find your own way through. They're trying to take over and have full control over who we are, and what we do. And it must not be allowed to happen. We must choose our own future.